Good morning, students. So today we have to discuss about one new chapter, that is chapter 2, Kingdom Animalia, right? So the previous lesson we learned about those 5 kingdoms. Do you remember? The 5 kingdoms are Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae as well as Animalia, right? So in this chapter we are going to discuss only about the last kingdom, that is Kingdom Animalia, right? Fine. So here Kingdom Animalia classification is given, right? So how could we classify the Kingdom Animalia? So Kingdom Animalia, even the vast animals are there, right? So how could we classify this one, right? So at which basis or what are the characters we can consider to classify this Kingdom Animalia, right? So just example we could say, if you go for one supermarket, they have categorized the things based on one specific feature. For example, we could say furnitures in one floor, or vessels in another floor, home appliances in another one floor. So one basic feature is there, right? The same here also, while we are classifying these animals, some basic character is considered here. So as per that character, here animals are classified, right? So let us see what are these characters they have considered for classification of this Kingdom Animalia. Fine. Okay. So let us see basis of classification. So the first one, levels of organization. The second one, diploblastic as well as triploblastic organs. The third one, patterns of symmetry. And the fourth one, coelom. And the fifth character is segmentation as well as notochord, right? So as per these characters, they are going to classify the animals, means Kingdom Animalia, right? Let us go on one by one. Fine. The first one is levels of organization. So organization in the sense, of course, we are learning about this Kingdom Animalia. Kingdom Animalia is a multicellular animals, right? But this also from lower grade to the higher grade it will be there. For example, since it is a multicellular organism, of course we know there is group of cells will be there, right? So here it may be as a group of cells, or the group of cells may form as a tissue, or the group of tissue may form as an organ, or the group of organ may form as an organ system, right? So in any manner these animals will be there. Understand? Let us see. So here the first one, cellular level of organization, means only the group of cell alone will be there for these animals. Understand the point? Okay. Next one, tissue level of organization, means here group of cells is forming as a tissue, but it is doing this either same function or different function. So that we can say as a tissue level of organization. Fine. Then next one, organ level of organization, means the group of tissue is forming as an organ. Here the organs will do the functions of the body of the animal, right? So that's why it is known as organ level of organization. And the last one, organ system level of organization. So in this type of animals, it consists of organ systems, right? The group of organs will form as organ system, right? So let us see one by one clearly, right? The first one, as I said, the group of cells, the tissue, or the not tissue, the cells is doing the function for some kind of this animals. It's an animal, but there is no organ, there is no organ system, there is no tissue, only cells are arranged. It is not formed as even as a tissue. Understand? That type of animals are known as cellular level of organization animals. Example, here I displayed the picture is sponges, right? If you look at this picture or the cell wall of this sponges, here the cells are arranged in two layers. Could you watch? The outermost layer is marked as a D, that is epithelial cells, or this is known as pinacocytes, right? And the innermost layer, the yellow color, the one flagella is there, right? That layer of cells are known as conocytes, okay? And there one pore is there. It is marked in this blue color, that is porocytes. So the role of this conocyte is it is transporting the water. Actually, the sponges is living in the aquatic region, right? So the major function is transportation only. So this through this porocyte only, the water transportation will be there for these animals. It is mainly helping for respiration as well as for digestion also. So this water, through this water current only, respiration as well as digestion takes place, right? So mainly what we have to understand here, this kind of the animals consist of only cells, some kind, a group of cells, that's all. Fine. Okay. The next one is tissue level of organization. So as we said here there is no organs are there, but group of cells is formed as a tissue. Okay, so this tissue is doing as a function for these animals, right? So especially this system is present in this phylum Cnidaria, right? Or we can say it's a coelentrates. Example, Hydra, right? In these animals, there is no organ, only tissue is available. Is it clear? Fine. The next one is organ level of organization. Here in this kind of these animals, organs are there in the body to do the function. Only organs will be there, not as one organ system. One organ is not connected with this another one, as a group of organ is not there. Single organ alone there. For example, here one of this platform is displayed here, and it consists of this one single opening. It is marked as mouth. It will perform as a mouth and as well as this anus also. So only this organ is playing the function, right? Okay. Next one, organ system level of organization. So here I displayed one of this figure. Of course, you may know this is this diagram for excretory system, right? Human excretory system. The word even system means here not only one organ, the group of organ is united together to do the same function. So here for example we can see the pair of kidney, pair of ureter, urinary bladder, urethra. So all those things is a separate organs, but it is linked with one another to do one same function, that is known as excretion. Understand? So here that's what it is known as a system, organ system. So in this type of animals, it consists of organ systems. Understands? So based on that is this organs animals will be classified, right? That is levels of organization, whether it is a cellular level or it's a tissue level or it's an organ level or an organ system level. Is that clear? Let us go for the next one. So the next one is, if we go for this organ system level of organization, in some animals it will be so simple manner, but in some other animals it will be in a complex form. For example, here two types of this digestive system is given. One system is incomplete digestive system. So here the same picture I displayed here for incomplete digestive system. Already I said in the flatworms one single opening is there for this mouth as well as a anus. So through this opening only the food also will be taken to the body, and the same opening only will be used to eliminate this waste also. Okay, so that's why, and it is known as incomplete digestive system, right? Okay, let us go for the next one. So this is the figure for the complete digestive system. So here I displayed this digestive system of human being. So here we could see this lot of organ is connected each other, and it is one complete digestive system because it commences from the mouth and it leads to the lot of organs. Then finally it ends with the anus. So the separate opening is there to take this food as well as to eliminate the waste. Am I right? So this kind of this digestive system is known as complete digestive system. So it will be the 2-mark question or 3-mark question. Differentiate incomplete as well as complete digestive system. Right? Okay. Next one. So here one more character is displayed regarding the circulatory system. Okay, so when you go for organ system level of organization, some systems will be in a simple manner, some system will be in a complicated manner, as we said, like a digestive system, right? So here circulatory system, open type circulatory system as well as closed type circulatory system is there. So in case of open type circulatory system, this is present in this arthropod, for example insects it is there. So here the blood is circulating in this cavity inside. There is no separate blood vessel is there to carry the blood. Okay, so the blood is moving, the colorless blood is moving inside this cavity. Understand? Okay. Next one is closed type circulatory system. So here I displayed this circulatory system of human being. Here the circulation is closed type. Okay, so the heart is there. It is one of the pumping organ. It is pumping the blood. So the blood will be taken away from the heart through the blood vessels. The same, the blood is taken towards the heart also through the blood vessels. Especially we can say artery as well as vein, and the minute blood vessels we could say as a capillaries is performing this function. So the blood is moving inside the blood vessel is known as closed type circulatory system. So this is also one of the 3-mark question. Differentiate open type circulatory system as well as closed type circulatory system. So open type, the blood remains filled in the tissue spaces. Okay, but here the open closed type, the blood is moving inside this blood vessels. Fine. Okay. So this is the next feature or character they consider to classify these organisms, right? That is diploplastic and triploplastic organization, right? Have you heard these words, diploplastic and triploplastic? Of course, when we learn about this embryo, right? How do the embryo is formed? When the egg cell and the sperm cell fuse together, it forms as a zygote. When zygote go for mitotic division, or when it grow, it becomes the first stage as an embryo. Okay, so this embryo consists of either two or three layers, right? So from this layer only the organs or organ system used to develop for the growing animal. Understands? So as per the layer the animals will be classified. Okay, so let us see here. So in case if this embryo consists of only 2 layers, the name of the layer is ectoderm and endoderm. So if this embryo consists of 2 germinal layers is known as diploplastic animals. Okay. For example, the name of the layer is ectoderm as well as endoderm. Okay. So from this, as I said, from this layer only the organs used to develop. So for these animals, from the ectoderm, epidermal layers means this the outer covering layers, outer covering either skin or the outer covering of the internal organs will be formed from this layer. Okay, then endoderm. The endoderm layer is going to convert as a gut cavity, digestive tract, gastrointestinal tract. Okay, then example we can say this diploplastic layer is present in this animals such as corals, jellyfish, sea anemone, For in these animals, the embryo consists of only 2 layers. Hence, it is known as diploplastic animals. Understood? Okay, the next one is triploblastic animals. Of course, we can say the embryo consists of 3 germinal layers. The name of the layer is, outer layer is known as ectoderm, the middle layer is known as mesoderm, and the innermost layer is known as endoderm. Right? So, from these layers, the organs used to develop. For example, we could say some organs here. From the ectoderm, skin, hair, nail, teeth, so these organs used to develop, right? And from mesoderm, muscle, bone, heart, these organs used to develop, right? And from the endoderm, gut, lung, and liver, so these organs used to develop. Understand? Okay. So example, this triploblastic layer is present in this flatworm to chordates. Flatworm to chordates means, what do you mean? If we go this 10 phylums name, flatworms, we can say it's a platyhelminthes, phylum platyhelminthes, asculminthes, annelida, arthropoda, mollusca, echinodermata, chordata. Till this, these animals consist of 3 layers. Hence, it is known as triploblastic animals. Got it? Fine. Let us see detail. So this is the figure for diploplastic organization. As I said, diploplastic means it consists of only 2 layers. What are the layers? Ectoderm as well as endoderm. So here, the outermost layer is marked as ectoderm, and the same color it is marked as the innermost layer is marked as endoderm. Right? Between these two, the pink color is marked as a mesoglia. Actually, it is not a layer. It is this incomplete layer which is present between this ectoderm and the endoderm is known as mesoglia. It's an undifferentiated layer. It is not developed as ectoderm and mesoderm. Can you differentiate? There the cells are there, but there is no cells here. It is an undifferentiated layer, undifferentiated cells. Understand? That's why simply it is marked as mesoglia. Is it clear? Okay. Next one. Triploblastic organization. So this is the embryo. The embryo consists of, as we said, 3 definite layers. What are the 3 layers? Outermost layer is ectoderm, and this innermost layer is endoderm, and this middle layer is known as mesoderm. Here this middle layer is clear, like ectoderm and endoderm. Can you differentiate? So that is also one of the 3 mark question they can ask. Differentiate diploplastic as well as triploplastic organization. So in case of diploplastic organization, this embryo consists of only 2 germinal layers, that is ectoderm as well as endoderm. But in case of this triploplastic organization, and thus the embryo consists of 3 layers, that is ectoderm, endoderm as well as mesoderm. Understand? Fine. So this is the next character they consider for classification of these animals, that is patterns of symmetry. Symmetry in the sense nothing else, the arrangement of body parts in the body. So the body parts is arranged in, and the opposite side of the body will be equal, right? So that is 5 types it is given here. When we go for this example, you can get the point easily. Let us see. So the first one is asymmetry, the second one radial symmetry, and the third one pentamerous radial symmetry, a fourth one biradial symmetry, and the fifth one bilateral symmetry. Okay, let us see one by one. So the first one is asymmetry. Here there is no symmetry is there for these animals, which means in whatever direction or in whatever plane we cut this animal, it never give any 2 equal halves. That type of animals are known as asymmetrical animals. Example we can say for sponges. Since there is no shape at all, no proper shape, we cannot cut this animal into 2 equal halves. Understand? Okay. So the next one is radial symmetry. Means in whatever direction we cut in this animal, it will give two equal halves. Understands? Because since it is a cylindrical animal, only top and bottom is there. There is no right side and the left side is there for this animal, right? It is cylindrical shape. That's why in whatever direction or in whatever plane we cut this animal, it will give two equal halves. Understand? Example, sea anemone and hydra we could say. Fine. Next one, pentamerous radial symmetry. Here it also like is radial symmetry only, but here the difference is we can get two equal halves only in 5 direction, not in any direction, only in 5 direction. So that's why it is known as pentamerous radial symmetry. Penta means 5. Okay. Of course, example, it is a starfish. Fine. So this is biradially symmetrical, means it is a combination of bilateral symmetry as well as radial symmetry. That's why it is mentioned as biradially symmetrical. So this is also one of this example. Here the example is home jellies. Here only two planes of this symmetry is available. One is passing through the longitudinal sagittal axis, another one is longitudinal transverse axis. Sagittal axis is one plane and transverse axis is another one side. It is mentioned there, right? So only in two plane alone we will get two equal halves. Understand? Okay, next one. So this is bilateral symmetry. So here we could able to divide these organisms into two different halves in only one plane or direction is known as bilateral symmetry, right? So this is the one of the advanced symmetry than this all other symmetry like asymmetry, radial symmetry and biradial symmetry. Okay, all those things. And especially these animals, they consist of top and bottom, a right and left side, a dorsal view, ventral view. So all these views will be there, right? So this kind of this symmetry is known as bilateral symmetry. Okay, and especially cephalization character is there for these animals. So cephalization means the head will be there for these animals. Head will be there. That is known as cephalization, right? Okay. So hope we can complete this class here, and rest of these characters whatever they consider for classification we can see in the next class. Fine. Of course, let us go for some assignments. So from today's class we can learn some assignments here. So the first one is differentiate complete and incomplete digestive system, right? Okay. Next one, differentiate open and closed circulatory system, right? The third question, differentiate diploplastic and triploplastic animals. Fine. And the fourth one, differentiate biradial and bilateral symmetry. And the last question is define pentamerous radial symmetry, right? And hope you will go through these questions. If you have the doubts, you can review these videos once again. Please watch these videos and be safe at home and pray well. Fine. We can meet in the next class. Thank you.